my hair. You did a good job with my hair. Oh, it's gonna be vertical video now. Whoops. I didn't think that through. So,
I'm not sure you thought most of this through.
no. So Karen is driving me to Beverly Hills Hair Free, where I had to take. Hang on.
Did you put it in your purse?
I did. I had to take medicine. So it's for this, right? So that I've had to grow out since Wednesday. It's not the best mental thing for a transgender woman to have a beard. So we go in and we kill the beard one hair at a time. Been doing that for about a year now. It's actually getting pretty good. Like you can see some bald spots starting to form here. It's kind of light here. And I seem like I'm like loopy, I guess. It's because
she is.
I am. I'm on whatever
Do you mean to say it?
that medicine is.
Okay.
There you go. Triazolone. They had me do 2 pills last night before bed, 1 pill 1 hour before they electrocute me. Which is what they do.
It is, you're not wrong. This is great.
So I'm a little loopy, a little tired. I'm not necessarily loopy, but like
Yeah, you are loopy and you're tired.
maybe I'm loopy because I'm tired.
No, you're loopy because of these drugs.
For the record, that shit hits in like 15 minutes. Because I took it at exactly 6 a.m. because the session's at 7 and they wanted it 1 hour prior.
And then what did you say at 6:15?
I don't remember what I said at 6:15, but it's probably like...
You said something like...
Oh shit, that hit. Oh my god. So, yeah. So I have to do this process about once per month for a couple of years.
Right. This is the first time you've done it in this way.
Yeah.
So that's why this is significant, because you haven't done it in this way. Like, you've normally gone to a surgery center, but because of COVID,
I can't do that.
that's not a thing right now.
So, yeah, I am normally this loopy. It's just that, like, I can't have my phone with me at that time.
Yeah.
So, the very first way I started out going was 3-hour sessions with a topical cream to help numb the pain.
Mm-hmm.
And that topical cream did work for like 15, 20 seconds. And then was completely useless.
Well, I mean,
And then, but
electrocuting yourself. That's difficult.
and there's electrocution, and you know your skin swells and it hurts. And so I was like, "There's got to be a better way. Can you just knock me out?" And they're like, "No." And I was like, "Find a way to make that yes." So.
And they did.
And they did. A lot of thank you, because I am bougie. I just don't want to feel it, right? I'll pay a little more. I'll pay a little more so I don't have to feel it.
Right.
And so instead of doing 3 hours, they do 6 hours, and they do it with 2 electrologists. So it's like 4 times the work all in one day, which is way easier for me to take 1 day off of work as opposed to a little bit of a day, each week. That becomes really hard. So in order for them to do that, they had to send me to a surgery center. They put me under general anesthesia. They put me under. They put me on an IV, and medicine's amazing. Put me on an IV, and then I would shortly fall asleep, and then they'd also inject my face full of lidocaine. I think they're still doing the lidocaine in the face. I don't know what these pills will do, but they're probably going to put me to sleep based on where I'm at right now. Just a little more kick and I'll be out. I hope they have a blankie, because I like to sleep with a blankie.
Yes, you do.
I do. So I demand a blankie. And that's about it. So yeah, this is my Monday. Hi everyone. Now you know more. And then that's all for this facial hair. Actually, like I said, you can see it's getting pretty good. Like right down in here. There's still a bit of stuff here. It looks like a lot, but you need to consider they've been thinning it out for the better part of a year, and so now that it's so thin, it's like, oh, I've got 10, 20 sessions left, except that no, because each time they take out more hair, it's like huge sweeping gains, whereas at first it was not. Like, I remember when they first did it, and I would come home and I'd be not in tears, but like
disappointed,
super disappointed, because it didn't look like they did anything.
Yeah.
And it hurt a lot. And then, like, the next time they did the same thing, came home, it hurt a lot, didn't look like they did anything. Third time, I was like, okay, I'm starting to see a little bit of stuff, and then, like, each time I go in now, the gains get larger and larger and larger. So that's nice. And I don't know, there's going to be a moment where there's, like, just this massive gain. I don't think that's today.
No.
But I think this was in my next 3 sessions.
Yeah, I think
where it's just going to be, oh yeah, definitely this year, where it's just going to be like, holy crap, that was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I'll leave this on this note, and then, when it's all said and done, they move from the face to the bottom parts for bottom surgery. And I'm looking forward to that. All right, back in the car. Not on those crazy drugs anymore. Carrie Ann made me watch that back because I don't remember shooting any of that. This is what it looks like. This is called Calm Balm. This is to treat the area. If it looks like my face is, like my lip is swollen and my face is swollen, it's swollen. It's pretty bad. You'll note my voice is really bad right now too.
Yeah.
It's a weird mental thing I have, like, which makes sense when you think about it, but like when the facial hair grows out and I'm not allowed to shave it off, I have, like, my brain forces my voice back down. So over the next 48 hours or so, I expect that will come back up. But yeah, this was a full 6-hour session. This was the first time we'd done it this way, as I incoherently mentioned in that last part of the video. Oh man. Well, the best part is also, here's what I remember. I remember like being in the car. I remember getting into the car. I remember parts of the city. I don't remember making that video. And then, like, I remember nothing else. I don't know how I got to the facility. I don't know how I got upstairs.
I do.
Yeah, how'd that happen?
I helped you. We walked together. It wasn't a big deal at all. You fell asleep. You fell asleep about 10 minutes after making that video. After the first part of Jami's bits.
Thanks, Nav.
Yeah. And and we got there. We were a little bit early, and I was able to park. And then I woke you up, and then you had to tell me where to go. You had to tell me what floor to go on.
I don't know how I had the mental capacity to tell her where to go, because if you ask me now what suite they're in, I have no idea. I would have to look it up. But somehow, in my whatever that was state, I knew exactly what floor and what suite they're at.
It was great.
Yeah,
it was perfect.
So she helped me in. I get there. There are 2 electrologists, and one of them knows that I guess the head one. I'm not sure how that works, but yeah, I mean, I do know how that works. Yeah. Yes, the head one. She knew that I was on these drugs.
Yeah.
And it was all fine, but the other one didn't. And then, so she didn't find out until way later. And so apparently I show up and they're like, do you want to lay down? And I guess I'm like,
you're like, yeah. And she was like, okay, do you want to, like, your shoes on, shoes off? You're like, shoes off.
Shoes off. And then I want a blanket.
A blanket.
Which, by the way, is hilarious because I mentioned that in this freaking video too. I want a blanket. I apparently ordered a blanket. I guess you had to go and...
I don't know if she did or not.
I'm bougie. I wanted a blanket.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was my day.
How are you feeling now?
My face hurts. And
what's the process now? We have to go home and then what?
Now I have to go home and shave. Because they don't get all of the hair, right? And I'm not gonna be able to, once this solidifies and everything like locks in, I can't shave for another few days. And that sucks. And so I either shave now or I don't shave for a few more days. And we need to get home as fast as possible, because as this is healing, I don't want to open that back up.
Yeah.
So
keep left to stay on Interstate
And let me be clear, that's painful. Shaving after electrolysis sucks a lot. Like, it has quite literally brought in tears to my eyes before. But then I'm done, and I'm done for a couple days, and this is gonna sound weird, but thank God I have to wear a mask.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's what's next, and then I will look. It's hard to tell with all this white goo on my face, but like I look like I got into a fight and lost a lot. That's what it will look like when it's all said and done. So that's one electrolysis session.
Yeah. Let's hope you remember this part of the video.
I will definitely remember this part of the video. Thanks, Carrie Ann.
No problem.
And it was, I've been doing this for about a year now.
Yeah.
Is that about right? No, I haven't been doing it in this way for a year, but I have been doing it this way for probably 6 to 8 months.
Sure.
Probably closer to 6 months.
Minus like 3 months because of COVID.
But when I say this way, I mean the like one giant session way, as opposed to going in one time per week for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Now I just do one time per month for 12 hours. Well, it's 6 hours times 2 electrolysis. So there you go. If you ever want to know, I have no good way to end the video.
Yeah, no, I have no good way to end.
End. All right, not done. One final part of the video. This is what it looks like after I shave. So you can see the aftermath. It's obscenely swollen. Look at the size of my upper lip. That will all come down. How fast does it take to come down?
Usually about a day.
About a day. So tomorrow I'll look like, it looks like I had really bad plastic surgery on my lip.
Yeah.
And then ironically, it squares off my jaw in a very masculine way. Exactly what I don't want it to do, but you can see how much it's swollen here, especially if you go back earlier in the video and compare like when we were driving in whatever state that was. Whatever state that was. But yeah, look, I mean, you can just see how much swelling is going on here. It's pretty crazy. But like Carrie Ann said, within the next 24 hours or so, most of the swelling will go down. And then within the next, what's going to happen here is all of this is going to kind of like scab over. It's already like oozing and pussing, which is gross. And I need to go put more of that Calm Balm back on it. But I wanted to do this video before I did that, so my face will turn white again in a moment. And then I'm actually pretty lucky because my skin heals obscenely fast. And so it looks horrible right now, and like I don't know how well. All right, so there's quite a bit of damage there, but within a week or so, it'll be really hard to tell, and within 2 weeks, you would never know. And then that's just the topical part of it. There's still a great deal of damage because it's a needle that goes in and electrocutes the hair. So I can't go back for another month or more. I think we set this one at 5 or 6 weeks out, and that's just because I've done a great deal of damage to my skin. But like, they got a lot done, so I'll have to wait and see how my hair starts to grow back. Hair grows in waves, right? So it's never, never the same, and like you got to kill each wave. Unfortunately, every square inch of a male beard can be up to 1,000 individual hairs. They can kill 32 at a time, right? And those 32, it takes a few minutes to do. And then I do 2 electrolysis, so we're doing 64 effectively each side of the face. So yeah, there you go. That's what what is this? Electrolysis. There we go. Apparently, I am still on the drugs. That's what electrolysis looks like. If you're ever wondering, that's the process from stupor on drugs to finished and at home. So there you go.